priests walk into a bar. The rabbi sidesteps and turns on the light switch.
If you want to go back to the past, they say you have to be faster than the speed of light. It's funny how so much fast can go on forever.
God created light. It was good. Humans created fluorescent light, and it gave everyone a headache.
In the beginning, God created.
I can't believe this is still here.
I know, I came back to get away from my mother, and here it was, sturdy as a rock. You say that, but we're gonna go underneath it, and it's gonna collapse on our heads. Oh, yeah? So, I used to take notes on the services, and I would always come up here to study. Look at this one. September 20th, 2002. Eli Goldenberg's bar mitzvah. Disgraceful pronunciation. Pitchy. Very good notes. Detailed and specific. Hey, don't laugh. This got me my career. My mom keeps nagging me to go back to the synagogue, but I just don't want to. It's so full of tradition and matzo balls and old people. True, but it doesn't reek of the fiery flames of hell. Does fire even have a smell? I think so. Well, things burning do. I wonder if they have material objects that go to hell, like, you fire stick. You did not do your earthly duties, therefore you are damned to hell. Hey, God has mysterious ways.
When I was a child, I went to the synagogue, and I would sit there and soak up the feeling of being there. And then when I got older, I would come home from school, and I would sit in the pews, and I'd close my eyes and let the sound of the cantor flood through me. Religion is like a bad habit. You go away for a while, and then when you come back, your nerves are cooled. Evelyn seemed tense. I thought religion would cure it.
God created the snake and gave it legs. Then the snake gave Eve an apple, and God took away the snake's legs. God created the snake. God destroyed the snake. I never liked apples. What are you doing up there? I'm trying to get closer to God.
feel him.
Oh, maybe you need a taller ladder. Well, I want to see if he thinks he can take anything else away. King Nimrod told his people to build a huge tower so they could reach and be closer to God. They built and built and they built until they were done and you could no longer see it, and it was clouded by the heavens. Well, God was angry, so they destroyed it. And after God was done punishing them, they babbled. Can you still understand me? No. Get down. Well, I could jump, but I can't. I could cry, but I might drown myself with my snot and tears. I guess when the snake no longer had any legs, it couldn't be disappointed anymore by his mistakes. Maybe God was right. Fluff the pillows. And is that blanket warm enough? I washed the sheets. I just want her to be comfortable.
Then why did you give her the couch?
Because she wouldn't take the bed. I tried. Trust me, I tried.
When you force your daughter to go to the synagogue because she hasn't been in a really long time, and then suddenly a tree goes up against a particularly elaborate stained glass window, the glass shatters, and the tree comes inside, and the only person that that tree touches is your daughter. Your daughter barely survives and has to have all of her limbs amputated. And suddenly you think of all the ways you could be a better person. And suddenly you can't help but hate the idea that God exists. You can't help but feel that you are somehow responsible. And you will do whatever it takes to make them comfortable, but you know that that's not even possible.
There's a snake on you. Yes. Say hello, Glenn. I bought myself a snake. No, just no. I thought he and I could relate. Here, have an apple.
When I was a child, I had an irrational fear of snakes. I also had an irrational fear of my sister. I mean, it wasn't entirely irrational. She would do things to make my mom angry, plot them out, and then frame me. I was constantly being blamed for things I didn't do. Well, when I was an adult, and now, sitting there in the next room are the two things I'm most afraid of, spoiled in their self-pity. And I can't help think that I should celebrate that I've won the game, but I have to remember that there's now two snakes.